to invoke the Creator by any and all names you go by. For those who need to clear their energy, for those who need to clear their mind, you can take a deep breath, hold it 4 seconds, release it on 4. If you need to keep going, get that cool air to your brain. Breathe in positivity and breathe out positivity. You can breathe in negativity and breathe out negativity, but right now we're invoking God by any name that you go by. All names that you go by. If I miss a name, please let me know. You're welcome to. Whether you go by just the word God in English, whether you go by Allah, whether you go by Elillah, whether you go by Yahuwah, whether you go by Yahweh, whether you go by Oludamare, whether you go by Jesus Christ, whether you go by just the laws of Mayat, whether you like to say peace, hotel, love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice, one God, one aim, one destiny, as Marcus Garvey would say, whether you would like to bring in salam, shalom, namaste, any words of peace that bring you to the approach of your supreme being. Think of the most peaceful state you can be in, the most freeing state you could be in, the most independent state you could be in, and see yourself in the spirit and let your spirit flow with your brothers and sisters. Because we don't need a title to know that we all have a God. And then when that spirit flows with your brother and sister, as you breathe, as your heartbeat meets with your mind, as the water that we're all made of combines to be mighty as oceans, to be as mighty as the dark space, and we align ourselves with that God, and we take ourselves from that God to the forces that God created, that protects us, that keeps us in alignment, and keeps us in the right number of things. And then we take that alignment and we align to our ancestors, those who have fought this fight before and with us still. You have some that are elevated and some that have not elevated. May the ones that are not elevated elevate in this alignment we're in with our Creator. And from that ancestor down to our elders, whom we respect for coming before us and going through these things before us, taking care of this business before us. We are seeking freedom. We are seeking justice. We are seeking love. We are seeking truth. And these are all the things we ask. And when you take that down and you get to each and every one of us, and you get the individual, and you get the individual that connects with another individual and creates a family, and you get a family that creates a community, and you get a community that creates a nation. We pour libations for those of us who do. We take the waters that have always been here since the beginning of creation and we connect through those waters. We take the energy in the fire and every element and we connect as one in peace. And we search here now for the truth. Bless us with the truth. And thank you all and thank all of your ancestors. And with that, I open up this call. Welcome to Region 4 of honor, hosting for you the independent people, the rulers and the actual chiefs of the Aboriginal Republic of North America, and those that are Cherokee, Choctaw, Amaru, those that are Blackfoot, those that are Appalachian, those that are Apache, those that are all the names, all indigenous peoples from all walks of life. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Ashe, Amen, and any other sayings you want to say, you are welcome to say it. How you doing, family?
Ashe.
Ashe, brother.
Peace, brother. Ashe.
All right, let's share this first case. I'm going to go through these cases pretty quickly. Anyone who wants to see these cases, I'm going to email them to you. I'm going to go through them pretty quickly. I know some of you all have got here early, and as a sister came early that was waiting for an hour, I very much appreciate her and the other 16 of you that got here an hour early. Please email me or text me and let me know how I can better serve you with these calls and making a clear distinction as to the time zones, because we forever, for the 4 or 5 years, have had this issue, and I really want to resolve it with your help. So 7:33, we are 33 minutes in our timing. And now let me go, and I'm going to open up case number 1. This call is the emergency call. We're going to talk about the federal grand jury, or actually federal AUSA, attorney for the United States of America and assistant attorneys, investigation and grand jury investigations of some parts of honor. And another case that I'm going to mention in this call, First, I'm going to do the case searches. I'm pulling that up for you all on the screen now. So you see case searches. Let me see which one I'm going to go to first. Order terminated passport case. Let me see what that is. Order terminated passport case. Dr. Abdul Ali Muhammad versus United States Department of State. Civil action number 14, that's in the year 2014, 2685. And now this 7th day of July 2014, upon consideration of the plaintiff, which is Dr. Abdul Ali Muhammad, having filed an amended motion to proceed in form of papyrus in compliance with the order dated June 10, 2014, it is ordered that this case is dismissed. Well, that's a dismissed passport case. With Ali Muhammad put in for a passport. That's just one case to go over. Real quick, I'm going to go over these kind of quickly. The actual passport case. But we're going to get to the indictment. I want to take you all through a history of these cases first. I hope you all can see this screen. Dr. Abdul Ali Muhammad claimant versus United States Department of State, John Kerry, Karen Stinson, and any agents of fiduciaries. This case, we're just going to look at it for those on the computer, involves a claim and the controversy exceeding $75,000, which is pretty smart to say, because it gets you diversity jurisdiction. Here is the full report. My name is Abdul Ali Muhammad, application number, blah, 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 birthday, June 17, 1975, Social Security number, I'm going to pass that up. Address at that time, 228 Wolfenden Avenue, Collingdale, Pennsylvania, all of that stuff. We're going to go down some more. I stood and raised up $50,000, color of authority, what he's suing for. And I want you to see this for those who can see the computer. This is a U.S. passport receipt. When you apply for your passport, this is the exhibit B. This is exhibit B part 2. That's not important to look at right now because it's just a passport telling you what they're looking for. And I'm going to give you the point of why we're looking at this. Because that's the difference between what you get trained on and what happens. Really quickly, application. For those looking at the screen, can anyone see the name that's on the screen?
Yes, sir. And send me. You can email me copies of everything.
I got you. What's on the screen right now? What's the name on this application here on the screen?
Abdul Muhammad.
Muhammad Abdul Ali.
Muhammad Abdul.
Last name first, right? Birthday, right? Social Security numbers on there. Don't copy his number, please. Don't copy his numbers. Y'all, I'm leaving y'all on your honor code. Now, you're taught in Lawmaster's class or any class not to use your Social Security number on any passport application. Is that correct?
Yeah, what year is this? I'm from?
Hey, brother, we can wait for that later. Let's go over what you've been taught. You're taught not to use your Social Security number, correct?
That's why I was asking what year is that form. But my bad.
And I'll get to you in a minute. This case was filed 5/9/2014. It is 2016 now. So you're taught. Anyone? How many Lawmasters are on the phone call right now? Who's taking the Lawmasters class?
Rashid from Milwaukee. I took with Ali too. I ain't getting no certificate.
Hakima.
Well, brother
Hakima
Rashid,
from Sheckley.
we're not gonna attack that, brother. We just gonna show. We talk about the information. We're not attacking the man. We're coming at the information. We talk about legal and lawful things that you've been taught and things that are not working for us. And then we're gonna get to the case of what the federal government is doing. So I'm building up to show you why they're at us and why the cases were filed. So you see a number there. So were anybody in Lawmaster class taught that they should not use a social security number for their passport application? Other than myself.
I thought you supposed to put all zeros in there. Yes.
That's you were taught, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Do you see a social security number on that screen?
Sorry. Well, I don't have a computer. I can't see yet.
All right. Someone else on the computer who can
Yes,
see.
I see a social security number, a primary phone number,
Yes.
a P.O. box address, his name, his address. Yes.
Thank you very much. Anybody want to second and third that?
Yes, I second that.
Any sister, any sister on the fourth, so we can hear a different voice. Any sister on the fourth, what they see on the computer screen. Do you see a social security number? What are the last 4 digits of that social security number, any sister?
661.
Just making sure. I'm not the one who made this up, right?
Right.
Are you taught to say that you're a U.S. citizen or U.S. national?
U.S. national.
All right, so what does this application say that Abdul Ali Muhammad checked?
U.S. citizen.
Anybody else want to second that?
I second that.
Anyone want to third that it's a female?
Male. Female. He says male. Wait. He checks female. Right.
No.
Female, not male.
I'm just saying, does
Yeah, he's
anyone
a female.
he checked male? But anyone that's a female want to third the fact that he checked the box of U.S. citizen?
That sound again?
Okay, I heard about two. I heard two females 30. I'm just going through this, you all. I'm going to show you some things and reveal some things to you. Now, let's go down some more. In this same application, Columbia's from Columbia, South Carolina. Mother, Regina Counts. Father, Robert Counts of Columbia. Birthdays, everything. We were taught not to use none of those things. Not to use Aboriginal name, not to use citizen name, not to check citizen. Yet, the person who taught us these things checked these boxes. Height, hair color, travel plans, going to Canada, employer or school. Can anybody read what it says for employer or school on this application? Anyone welcome to do it? Number 14, employer or school, right on the screen. For those who are not on the screen.
International Indigenous Society.
All right.
Occupation minister.
All right, got you. It says
Where
emergency
is it? I
contact.
don't
What does
see
it say
it.
right here for emergency contact?
Tiffany Wilson.
What's the address?
144 West Abbotsford Ford Avenue.
Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, 19101. Relationship. What's the relationship say?
Mother of child.
Mother of children.
Also
The mouse. Can you use the mouse to show where you're at? Because I'm trying to.
I got you right here. We're right here.
Okay.
Name, Tiffany Wilson. Address, 144 West Abbotsford Avenue.
I didn't see where the employment was.
Relationship, that's above. I'll go back over that later. Mother of children relationship, which I wouldn't put that on there for any sister, but it's just whatever. But he used a government name. So my lawmasters, can y'all explain to me why would you use a government name when you're taught not to?
Right. It seems to me he's teaching. He's going to fill out his stuff the right way and then come back with his bogus documents.
I wouldn't say the right way. I wouldn't say the right way. I just say that he's not filling out things the way he teaches.
Exactly. And then he give you the paperwork and say it worked because he has his, which he did. It's a lie.
Right. So you can actually see for yourselves. This is not me. I don't know all this information. I found it out. So that's the end of that.
Running game.
That's one case. This is what went into that passport case that you saw earlier that the judge dismissed. So a person who's never won a passport case is teaching you how to do passport cases, and then they put it in the protocol manual for you to follow. But did that person follow the same thing they taught you? Yes or no?
No.
Case number 1. Let's get to some more cases. Let's go, y'all. Let's go. I'm going to get y'all to the nitty-gritty of what's happening. Let's go to some more cases here. It's not about the man. It's about the truth. Philly case. Transferred to New Jersey. Let's get to it. What's the name say? Anyone want to read this name?
in the United States District Court of these Eastern Districts of Pennsylvania, Dr. Abdul Ali Muhammad, plaintiff, State of New Jersey, defendant. Civil action.
All right, you keep on, continue to read the order.
Order. And now, this 26th day of June 2015, it is ordered that the above captioned case shall be transferred to the District Court of the District of New Jersey, for further proceeding. It is further order that the clerk, you skipped on. It is further order that the clerk of the court shall close the above captioned case for statistical purposes.
Okay.
On June 6th. Okay.
Now go ahead. You don't gotta read the rest. Let me go into something. I just want you to start reading that. Okay. Let me go to another case real quick. I'm gonna open up another case. All this stuff is gonna make sense in a second. Just give me a second. Give me a second. What is this one? I had two of the same cases. Let me see. See, this is what happens when you study cases or you buy a pacer. We're gonna get to that case in 1 second. One more second.
That one. Of course.
So they transferred it to where?
United States District Court.
Which court was it? Do you remember?
Nope.
Give me 1 second. We're gonna see in a second. You see this right here on the who can see this screen right here?
Municipal Court. Florence, New Jersey Municipal Court.
So the last federal case transferred the case, right?
Mm-hmm.
To New Jersey. Resisting arrest, eluding an officer, obstruction of administration of law and other governmental functions, harassment. Those are amongst the cases. Anyone see what's on the screen?
Speedy bail bond, where he bonded out.
He bonded out? You mean he didn't use his notice of suspension of jurisdiction?
Nope. U.S. Specialty, Melissa Cruz, speedy bail bond.
Yeah, for real?
Yeah.
New Jersey bail recognizance with waiver of extradition. But you're taught what?
Use your sovereignty.
Yeah. This ain't me. I know y'all laughing, but some of y'all about to start laughing in a minute. Anybody recognize this signature on anything they've ever seen? This signature right here.
Abdul Muhammad.
Look on your IDs or your contract with the Indigenous Land Investment or anything else you have. You'll see this very signature. Bonded out. Not got out to do the stuff you were taught. Right? And I'm just showing it to you.
That date was in 2014, wasn't it?
The same date as the other case was. It got transferred and the person bonded out. I'm not saying no name. I'm not even gonna say that. I'm gonna let y'all read the name for yourself. I'm not even gonna say names no more. I just want you to read for yourself. This is what happens when the angel came, the Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, and said, Ikra, read. When you do your research and you read for yourself, you see why lives are on the line and how many people we lost. Because after I'm done with this, and after I show you the case that they're looking at, I'm gonna show you the cases of people who have gone to jail, who are members of honor, who have the last name Bays L. I'm gonna try to show you 12 people. I can show you 12 people in Chicago. So we can try to do that, and we can show you what a lot of people are heading to. Y'all, anybody recognize the Social Security number right here on this bond slip?
Look for the last four,
last 4 digits. 2661.
Yeah, 2661. Is it?
That's the same one on the passport case?
Yeah. Yep.
Let me see if I can find a driver's license number on here for y'all real quick. Hold on. Should I go there? No, I shouldn't do that, right?
Yeah, go on.
It should be on this bond. It should be on this bond receipt.
Yeah, State Bureau of Identification number 277227G. Would that be a driver's license number? I'm gonna put this right here. Is that wrong? That's my
Yep.
driver's license number.
That's it. 8 numbers.
Could it be? Really?
That's it.
Got a
That's
state
it.
driver's license? My Lord. My bad. I was taught that we don't use those. We use the honor driver's licenses. Next case. Next case. I want y'all to see Thomas I Temple University students, y'all know how to do this because I do this. All right, another new case. Can y'all read that?
United States District Court, District of New Jersey.
Uh-huh. Keep going.
Abdul Ali Muhammad plaintiff.
Uh-huh.
State of New Jersey. Order of dismissal pursuant to FR Civ P.4M. It appears that the above caption action have been pending for more than 120 days and counsel having failed to effect the service during this time and the court having notice to counsel for dismissal pursuant to FR of Civ P4M and good cause having not been shown as to why this action should not be dismissed. It is ordered 7th day of December 2007, ordered that the above caption action be and is hereby dismissed pursuant to FR Civ P4 without prejudice and without cost, and all pending motions are dismissed as moot. What is moot?
Anybody want to answer what moot is? Hey, as a matter of fact, let me get somebody from Tamazite Temple. Can you tell us what moot is?
There's no coming back. It's over. It's done.
Somebody Google the word moot.
Okay, Google.
Nothing more to say. They don't want to hear it.
Yeah, not pertaining to the
I'm gonna
court.
Google it. I'm gonna Google it.
Go ahead, Google it. Somebody Google the word moot. I'm gonna go to the next case.
I have it right here. Subject to debate, dispute, or uncertainty and topical not admitting of a final decision. Whether the temperature would rise mainly due to the greenhouse effect was a moot point.
So what does that mean?
Law, a mock trial set to examine a hypothetical case as an academic exercise. That's it.
So what do you think moot? Can anybody tell me what they think moot means?
Not admitting to the decision. What?
It's subject to debate.
Subject to debate.
All right.
They're not hearing nothing. You can't say nothing more about it.
All right. Let's go to the next case. Now we get to the nitty gritty. Then I'm about to open up the stuff you need to see. I will open up. You know what? Let me go to the top real quick. Get some other cases. Let me go and get them out while I'm here. Bring them out. Bring them out. I like that song. Jersey boy, you got a serious cold, my brother.
What you say?
I said you got a serious cold.
Yeah.
You get rid of it. I wish for your quick healing, your swift healing. Let's see what this says here in Pennsylvania. What am I looking at? Right here, right here, right here. Another case. This is how we do research at Tamazite. We research things. PA state agencies, child support cases, docket search. What name does that say? Search criteria. Anybody else? Search criteria.
Abdul Muhammad.
Abdul Muhammad. Or Muhammad Abdul.
All right. That's just one child support case right there. Let me see here. There's one. I don't know who Abdul Hakim Muhammad is. So let's look for some other ones. No, that's not the right one. Let me get the other one up. Hold on, y'all. Wrong one. Wrong search. You know, I do this. Let's go into this. I say these cases in case somebody try to make them disappear. So these are on several disks. Let me look at orders. All right, guilty. Let me see here. What this is. Okay, can anybody read this on the screen? Let me shrink it some so you can see it. Anybody read that on the screen?
I see it. I'm gonna let someone else read it.
So Waleed Wahad, name of Jewel Society participants list. Wahid Wahad L, Trezell Onaja the first, Charles Lee L, and 3 witnesses. See court video. Arna versus Jawad Abdul Ali, aka Michael Williams, and Amir Mansour Ali, aka Delonte Williams, which is not Chief Amir's name. Tribal court order. We, the Jewel Society of the Aboriginal Republic of North America, Sheikh Mexam, this 12-month, 22nd day of the year 15101 Gregorian calendar, date March 12, 2016, make the following orders upon prosecution of Chief Amaru Namad Tagaz Shi Ali for the Aboriginal Republic of North America, agree to each remedy demand that is marked by X, initiated by the facilitator and Jewel Society, and negate any remedy that is unmarked. Find Jawad Ali guilty of theft of funds, this, that, the other. Find Amir in violation of his contract for office via signed irrevocable agreement that the people didn't see it, did not sign. Find Amir in violation of not completing required rites of passage, which Ali didn't go through himself. So how you get somebody rites of passage that you didn't go through? That's just a question I'm gonna throw out there. And all this guilty stuff. Let me see what else I can find for y'all real quick. Signed by Charles Lee L. I want y'all to remember this document because this document is one of the people that anybody named on this document, whoever's investigating ARNA, gonna look for them because they just signed to say they run ARNA. So anybody, if you on this phone, Charles Lee, or anybody else know Charles Lee, let them know. He's definitely him, Walid Wahad, Trezell Onaja, and Charles Lee, and whatever 3 witnesses are. When we get to the part of the fact that they're investigating, guess who they're investigating first?
The witnesses.
And from door number 2, twice investigation. Now let's go to another order. Let me go to this Philly court order. All right, anybody read this case? Or should I blow it up some? The what? I can't blow it. Let me.
All right, Grant, United States District Court for the Eastern District of Pennsylvania. And we have the Aboriginal People's Grand Jury and Class Action covered by the Cherokee Rural Tribe and his International Indigenous Society. EIN 26-033-2340 X Chief.
You're fading out, brother. Whoever reading, you're fading out.
Sorry, that's my earpiece. Sorry.
Versus who?
Abdul Ali Muhammad, former head of the state and attempted usurper of the offices of the Prime Minister and President of the Ministerial Congress.
Formerly known as Marcus
Count.
Et al. Order. As of February 17th, 2016, plaintiff failed to pay the $350 filing fee and $50 administrative fee, which is $400, and have motion to proceed informal or so either we pay the money or pay the file in a form informal papyrus. Is ordered that the clerk of the court shall close the case. Now the case wasn't closed. I'm about to show you something else. Let me find this order. Day. Oh, this is what I was looking for actually. We go back to that one because it was reopened because we paid the money. We go back to that one because that's the case that's out, but there's another case behind it that you're gonna find. In the United States District, can a sister read this for us? A sister. Any sister, can the sister read this for us on the screen?
United States of America, plaintiff versus 7,000 in U.S. currency and 2003 Nissan 35-ounce VIN JN 1AZ34E4 3T002.
You gotta read all the numbers. It's okay. The numbers are okay. I want you to read this part right here. Let me get to the part I want you to read. This is the court order from the judge. Let me see here. Hold on 1 second, sister. I need you to still read. Just give me a second. The case is not important to me. What the judge is saying about honor is what's important. Lot of pages. Hold on. Hold on, my sister. Okay, read this part right here.
Okay. Fatal to L-Bays.
What, D? Right here, number 5. The footnotes of the judge.
The purported receipts are highly suspicious. For example, they purport to reflect a deposit of $300,000 on November 16, 2006. Withdrawals or funds available for withdrawals in the separate amount of $295,000 and $4,900 as of November 18, 2006, and an available balance of $200,000.
Let's stop right there. Let's stop right there for 1 second. So what are they saying right there? Somebody gave fake receipts? Highly suspicious?
Yes, highly suspicious. Yes.
Let's go to the important part, though. It's coming up. Hold on, I'm about to tell you something important. What they think about, what the federal courts say about honor. All right, right here. Let's go right here, my sister.
Where you at?
Right here from the top, L. Bay.
Okay. L. Bay also fails to demonstrate any possessory or ownership interest by virtue of his elaborate filing alleging international treaty rights. And in his pledging, L. Bay claims to be a United States citizen and a member of the International Society of Indigenous Sovereigns, Abenaki Aboriginal Nation.
Number one, let's stop right there for a second. So we were once named the Abenaki Aboriginal Nation?
No, that's what he said.
Y'all thought about that?
No.
No. Yes. That's what was filed. That's what they're telling. They're telling you that you were once named the Abenaki or Aboriginal Nation of ISIS, International Society of Indigenous Sovereigns, which is ISIS, Abenaki Aboriginal Nation. That's what it says. Which he what?
Alleges is a Native American nation recognized by the federal government, Department of State Authorization documents.
Number what?
06013144-1.
Does anyone have an honor ID?
Yes.
Yes.
Not from Region 4. Not from Region 4, but we got that too. But can you read the number?
Yes.
Can you read the number from your honor
that's
ID?
a docket number. Yeah, it's the docket number that's on there for the taxes in.
All right.
013-1441.
All right, let's see what the judge further says about this. Let's see what the judge further says about this nation and that number. Okay, read that.
Where you at?
Yeah.
Okay, in support of this claim, L. Bay has filed multiple documents that support of this claim. L. Bay has filed multiple documents that would be official papers of recognition from the International Indigenous Society of Abenaki Aboriginal Tribal Council, the U.S. Department of State, the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, and other entities. Doc 9X. Okay. He also filed alleged diplomatic identification cards from the Great Seal National Associations of Moorish Affairs, Moorish Nation, the International Society of
Indigenous
Sovereign,
not that.
ISIS, and the Washita ID.
Let me scroll up for you. I'm gonna scroll up for you. Okay. I'll read this one. As an alleged member of the Abenaki, El Bay claims, and thank you, sister. El Bay claims to be a beneficiary of the Treaty of the Watertown of 1776 between the Abenaki Micmac tribe and the United States. Based on his alleged tribal membership and treaty, El Bay argues that the defended currency was proceeds from his labors as a tribal minister and that he has a perfected priority possessory interest in such currency. Pursuant to North Carolina's Uniform Commercial Code, these are things we're taught in Lawmaster class of Aboriginal University. Not we don't learn that in Tamazight, but you know. Now we're gonna go further. These arguments are so completely and utterly without merit that they are an affront to this court and to anyone of Native American heritage. As an initial matter, El Bay has not demonstrated that the Treaty of Watertown has any application whatsoever. The treaty was a mutual defense agreement between the flag of the United States and the St. John's of Micmac Indian tribes of Nova Scotia, Canada, not America, Canada. This is what y'all taught to use in Lawmaster class of Aboriginal University. I ain't making it up. I took the class like some of y'all did. Canada, using the Canada Treaty to try to defend in America. What's wrong with that, y'all?
Wrong jurisdiction.
Had nothing to do with America, right? The treaty, the first American treaty, the Treaty of Watertown, you can go to www.watertowntreaty.org. To the extent the treaty is still in effect, it does not appear to apply to members of the Abenaki or to citizens of the United States. Furthermore, El Bay has not shown that he is a member of the Abenaki. His photo identification cards claim that he is a, and we'll go to that later. Let's finish this footnote part right here. El Bay fails to use the commonly accepted spelling of Abenaki, instead spelling it Abenaki, A-B-A-N-N-A-K-I. So he failed to use the accepted spelling, A-B-E-N-A-K-I, and instead uses the wrong spelling, A-B-A-N-N-A-K-I. Anybody see a problem with that? That's one thing. So El Bay said he was a member of the Great Seal National Association of Moorish Affairs, as well as Washita, as well as ISIS. El Bay has not provided commonly accepted proof of tribal membership. I'm gonna say it again. All the stuff he gave them, which is the paperwork that he got from Arna, El Bay has not provided commonly accepted proof of tribal membership, such as his tribal enrollment certification.
So he did all this intentionally?
We ain't done yet. BIA form 4432. That means the BIA has a form for enrollment. Or a copy of his tribal membership card with an enrollment number. Can somebody from Tamazight Temple University pull your ID out? Brother Liveman L, Mr. Troy, anybody on the phone from Tamazight, from Region 4? Anybody from Region 4? Can you pull out your ID? Anybody from Region 4? Can you pull out your ID? Region 4.
I got it. Peace. It's Live Man L.
Live Man L, do you have a tribal enrollment number on your ID?
Tribal enrollment number. Let me see. Where can I find that at?
Look at the bottom of it.
Oh yeah, tribal enrollment number. Right.
Wow. So the judge said this guy didn't have a tribal enrollment number that Ali did the case for. But do you have one?
Yes, sir. I say.
Yes, you do. I tell you something about Region 4. We cure things that's wrong. Now that's just one thing. So none of El Bay's other documents establishes his status as an Abenaki either. The reference to the Great Seal National Association of Moorish Affairs, or Moorish Nation, and Washita suggests that the ISIS Abenaki Aboriginal Nation is merely the most recent incarnation of a notorious organization of scofflaws and never do well who attempt to benefit from the protections of the federal and state law while simultaneously proclaiming their independence from and total responsibility under the state law. The case of Sanders Bay versus United States. Now let me get another brother to read this portion right here, number 7, the footnotes of the judge, the federal judge.
I'll go. I'll read it. Number 7. These documents fail to.
Can you read it louder? Everyone mute that background so that we can hear this, please.
Locker number.
Can everyone mute that background so we can hear this? Thank you. Number 7, footnote number 7 from the federal judge. What does it say?
Number 7, these documents fail to prove that federal, state, or local officials have recognized the ISIS Abenaki Aboriginal Nation.
Can you repeat that? Because I didn't hear that. What?
These documents fail to prove that federal, state, or local officials have recognized the ISIS Abenaki Original Nation.
Okay.
Rather, rather, even if they were true, they would demonstrate only that a series of governmental bodies have authenticated the seals of other entities.
Can you say that one more time?
Even if they were true, they would demonstrate only that a series of governmental bodies have authenticated the seals of other entities.
One more time. Let's make sure we get this clear. Wait, what?
Rather, even if they were true, they would demonstrate only that a series of governmental bodies have authenticated the seals of other entities. For example, the Department of State recognized the seal of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania recognized the seal of proto-notary of the Court of Common Pleas of Philadelphia County. The proto-notary acknowledged the signature of a notary public. Prothonotary, thank you. Prothonotary acknowledged the signature of a notary public on a document titled Copy Certification by Document Custodian. In that, the document custodian is an official witness of International Society of Indigenous Sovereigns, parentheses, ISIS.
Okay, can I?
Let the next brother go. Thank you, brother.
Okay.
All right, can I say something real quick? Peace. I'm sorry, brother. What I got out of that is this right here. Now he asked us to get our documents authenticated, but when I did that, I noticed that the Pathonetary office never registered the authentication, so the documents wasn't authenticated. They were just mashed and I guess just looked at. They wasn't recorded as, say, if any lawyer with a judgment against anybody would do. You know, like if a lawyer would come to the Pathonetary's office and say, I want to put a judgment against Andre Booth, they would get that registered. But when we would go down there and get our documents authenticated, they would say, okay, we would smash that, but never gave us a authenticated number.
What state are you in?
Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
No.
You in where?
Philadelphia, Shake and Maxim. I'm
You're
sorry.
in the capital of honor, and you're saying that they don't recognize your stuff.
Right, because we always got a hassle of recording.
I'm in Philly too.
They always gave us a hassle of recording our documents, and like you said in the beginning of the class, prior to these classes, is that when they look and see L and Bay, it was a red flag already. So when we go down to the recorders of deeds, which we was always told to do, was go down to record of deeds. Oh, get these documents notified. Get these documents recorded. Oh, what are these? Oh, these are unincorporated association documents, which come to find out, nothing like that exists.
Let me finish this up. Thank you, brother. In that, the document custodian is an official witness of the International Society of Indigenous Sovereigns, ISIS, and by his signature on the copy certification, the custodian purports to authenticate a photocopy of status documents. No such status documents are attached, however. Now, let me finish off the last part. This is a federal judge in New Jersey. No, I think North Carolina. I apologize. That the Ouachita Nation is not recognized by the United States government. Bybee versus City of Paducah, 46F APPX 735, 6th Circuit. Finding that the nation of Ouachita is fictional.
Can you use your mouse to show where you are?
Okay, right here.
Okay.
Finding that the nation of Ouachita is fictional. United States versus Gunwale. Rejecting claim that the court had no jurisdiction over a member of the Ouachita as frivolous. Bay versus Louisiana. Anybody on this call from Louisiana?
Yes, Justin.
In your state, finding that the plaintiff's claim to land as a member of the Ouachita was patently frivolous and rested on documents of dubious legal significance. Great Seal National Association of Moorish Affairs versus 46th District Court of Oakland County, number 6, which is 2006, year 2006, civil CV 15625, 2007, United States District, Lexus 3199. This is on the thing, dismissing, let me go up some, dismissing claim that plaintiff owns several parcels of property by virtue of their Moorish ancestry as baseless, fantastic, and delusional. And finding the complaint to be indecipherable. Katab L versus U.S. Justice Department. Holding that the United States has not recognized the sovereignty of the Moorish nation, thus precluding sovereign immunity claims. Even if El Bay were a member of the Abenaki, he has not demonstrated his immunity from civil forfeiture statutes of the United States. Federal statutes of general applicability presumptively apply to individual Indians and Indian tribes. By the way, let's look at this case year. Case number 07, which is the year 2007, CV, which means civil, 0277. So you can look that up there. It was filed October 30th, 2008. This is a 2008 case about honor ISIS. After some clear indication that Congress did not intend for them to be subject to legislation. Let me go down some. The civil forfeiture statute contains no such express or implied exemption for Indians. Furthermore, the Abenaki are not a federally recognized tribe that is eligible for certain funding and services. In fact, just last year, the United States Bureau of Indian Affairs rejected an application for federal recognition filed by the St. Francis Sokoke Band of Abenakis of Vermont. Finally, El Bay may not rely on Brumby's ownership of interest, blah, 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 with that stuff. So that's about that case, but I'm talking about what the federal courts are saying about honor, and honor saying that they are acceptable, that they are authenticated, or that we are authenticated, and anything of that nature. So y'all take time to think about that. I'm gonna go to another case. Wait, let me see if this is, like El Bay, let me go over this. Like El Bay, Brumby claims to be a member of ISIS Abenaki Aboriginal Nation. Brumby attaches the same documents and certifications from the U.S. Department of State. Y'all know those certifications and stuff from the U.S. Department of State, right? It's on page 130 something in the I think it's 130, page 136. If anybody owns a copy of the protocol manual, page 136, you will see these documents they're talking about. Brumby attaches the same documents and certification from the United States Department of State, the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, and the Notaries Public of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, allegedly proving that his organization is a federally recognized Indian tribe. Brumby also attaches similar photo diplomatic identification cards, allegedly indicating that he is a member not only of ISIS, but also a member of Ouachita. The government also seeks, let me go up some, give me a second, y'all. For those who can read, y'all getting a treat because y'all can see it yourselves. The government, oh, that went too far. Oh man, this thing is just tripping. I'm almost finished, y'all. The government, okay, let me go back here. The government also seeks to deny or dismiss the request as premature, frivolous, and moot because Brumby failed to satisfy the statutory criteria for the return of seized defendant property, and all that stuff there. So, does anybody tell me right now what y'all get of the gist of the federal court thought in this case of ARNA ISIS? What are they saying?
Can you hear me? My question is, how do you get recognized if you're not in the Indian tribes?
That's a good question, ain't it? We'll get to that in a second.
Seem like they painting the picture to discredit all Indian tribes.
No, it wasn't all Indian tribes. They were talking about those.
You have to be federally recognized.
That's it?
No, but their main gist is what? What are they saying about ARNA ISIS? Let's stick to ARNA ISIS. What are they saying about that?
This morning,
Basically, it's fraudulent.
and it was
Fraudulent. So is ARNA ISIS authenticated?
No.
No.
All right. Trezell I versus Pennsylvania Commonwealth. Can anybody see that? In the United States District Court for the Eastern District of Pennsylvania. Does anybody remember where they seen the name Trezell I at? Lawmaster Trezell I. Anybody remember where they seen the name?
The last document.
Last document before last. He's a lawmaster, correct? That he's one of the lawmasters that Ali had to fake prosecute Chief Amir and Chief Jawad. Clearly before the court is Plaintiff Trezell I's motion to amend original complaint, blah, blah, blah. Let me go down and see what the judge is ordering. Let's see what the judge is ordering on this from a lawmaster. This is one of Ali's newest lawmasters. This is a lawmaster, right? A lawmaster is master of the law, correct?
Supposedly.
Who trains the lawmasters in Aboriginal University?
Ali.
Anybody else? Who trains the lawmasters in Aboriginal University? Who trains the lawmasters?
Ali Muhammad.
So Ali Muhammad, this is what they got trained on. This is what happened when they go to court. As with his initial complaint, Trezell's amended complaint contains unclear, nonsensical allegations that make it difficult to comprehend the true nature of his claim. Difficult, nonsensical, and unclear. The only possible basis for a claim that the court can discern is what appears to be an interaction that Trezell had with Pennsylvania state troopers that appear to have resulted in a search of his car, a loss of his property, which means they took his property, and possibly his arrest. This is a lawmaster. Got arrested, huh? However, the extent he is asserting claims based on allegedly illegal search and seizure, his allegations are, again, too unclear and confusing to state the claim. I don't want to read all that stuff. I want to go down to this. All right. For the foregoing reasons, the court will dismiss the amended complaint. As Trezell has already been given the opportunity to amend and has not been able to cure the deficiencies in his complaint, the court concludes that further attempts at amendment would be futile and the appropriate order follows, which shall be docketed separately. And they signed it in pretty language. Y'all see this pretty little signage of a judge? I've never seen a judge sign in pretty language like that. I've seen the clerk stamp their signature and all that, but I've never seen a judge happily sign such a pretty signature like this. Y'all see that? So I blow it up. Next case. We almost there, y'all. We almost, just bear with me for a second. Let me show you how court really works. You build up, and build it up, and build it up. That's why we're solid. Y'all know that song. Y'all too young, y'all know that song. United States District Court for the District of New Jersey, Camden, vicinage. I don't know what that is because I'm not from there. Abdul Ali Muhammad plaintiff versus Florence Township Police Department. Informal complaint come before the court. Plaintiff Abdul Ali Muhammad. Informal letter application seeking the court order scheduling Rule 26 conference, compelling defendants to respond to discovery requests. Let me go down some and see what the judge said. What did this judge say? What did this judge say? It is on this 20th day of August 2015, a year ago, right? Ordered that plaintiff's informal application seeking a court order scheduling Federal Rule of Civil Procedure 26F conference and compelling defendants to produce certain discovery is hereby denied without prejudice. Denied by a United States magistrate judge, Anne Marie Donio, United States magistrate judge. What's wrong with that, dog? For those who took class, what's wrong with a magistrate judge denying you?
If she's a magistrate, she's not an official judge.
So you can't beat an unofficial judge?
If she's a magistrate.
That's what I'm saying. So you can't beat an unofficial judge?
Now, my understanding was either you're a judge or you're a magistrate.
Get what I'm saying, though? You call yourself a lawmaster, and you can't beat a magistrate judge. Are you a lawmaster?
Please. That's the lowest ranking judge on the bench.
So are you a lawmaster if you cannot beat this type of judge? That's the question.
Somebody needs to mute.
I need someone to mute that phone before I mute it for you. If you please. Somebody's upset, I think. Are you doing it by accident or are you upset? Hold on 1 second. I muted somebody. 1 second here.
Basically, what I'm reading right here is, if she denied it without prejudice, she just dismissed herself from the case.
No, that's not what happened. That's not what that is. That means that he can bring a case back, but the point is not that. The point is this: you call yourself a lawmaster, but the lowest judge can beat you in a case and dismiss your case. I'm asking a rhetorical question.
Yeah, you're right. She is the lowest. She is the lowest.
I just said that. Peace.
Oh.
I just said
Peace,
that.
Mika. Yeah, I thought it was a third article judge.
No, a magistrate is the Article 1 judge, not a third article. Actually, they're not
No, I
really
thought
Article 1
only-
judges.
She's an administrator.
She's an administrator.
So I thought only a third article judge can
Right,
decide
Article
your
3
case.
judge.
So the question is this: how are you a lawmaster when a judge can do this to you? Are you a master of the law?
No.
Yes or no?
No.
That's why I need help with this court case, because I'm not into that lawmasters.
Now let me go to another case. Let's end another one. The New Jersey case. What does that say? Okay, I gotta mute somebody. If you on speakerphone, please take it off. So this is a New Jersey case. Okay, I'll do it. All right, you're muted. Gary Casatunde, could you call back into the call, please? All right, let's finish this up. Let me shrink this screen. Abdul, can somebody read this that's on the screen? Can anybody read the screen?
It appearing, can you hear? Testing.
Well, hold on, I'll read it. All right, you ready, brother? All right, you all, I'll read this for you. Abdul Ali Muhammad, plaintiff versus State of New Jersey, It appearing that the above captioned action having been pending for more than 120 days, counsel having failed to effect service during the time, and good cause having not been shown as to why this action should not be dismissed, it is ordered. It is on this 7th day of December 2007 ordered that the above captioned action be and is hereby dismissed, and all pending motions are dismissed as moot. So this again, Ali had his case dismissed. Let's go to another case. I'm just showing you where you stand at in honor, because no one other than the people in this region have shown me any case that was won by Ali Muhammad, the Lawmaster. We almost finished, y'all. I'm almost there. Abdul Ali Muhammad versus LaSalle Bank, National Association as trustee et al. And now this, whatever day of February 2008, having considered plaintiff's complaint and motion to proceed in form of papyrus, it is hereby ordered that plaintiff's motion to proceed is hereby granted. Plaintiff's complaint, which alleges constitutional violations. Okay, let me see what's the final part. Okay. Plaintiff's complaint in which he alleges constitutional violations arising from ongoing proceedings to foreclose on real property which he claims to own is dismissed as legally frivolous pursuant to 28 U.S.C. 1915. Because plaintiff's cause is ongoing in the Philadelphia Court of Common Pleas, this court, in deference to the principle of comity and federalism, will not interfere in the state judicial process absent of showing irreparable injury, a flagrant and patent violation of an express constitutional prohibition, or other extraordinary circumstances warranting equitable relief. Younger versus Harris, blah, blah, blah. The facts alleged by plaintiff do not meet these requirements. The clerk of the court shall mark this case closed. The plaintiff in this case is Abdul Ali Muhammad, right at the top, right here at the arrow. That's the plaintiff. Got his stuff dismissed. But you are a lawmaster. Okay, let's get to the nitty gritty. I'm gonna unmute y'all and ask y'all some questions. All right, another case. My home state, Illinois, 2014 Civil 7173, and the United States District Court for the Northern District of Illinois, Eastern Division, Simeon Lewis, which is one of our council members, versus the railway. Memorandum of opinion in order. Judge Finnegan. Factual background, I'm gonna pass that up. I want to get to the nitty gritty. The nitty gritty is coming, everyone. It's coming, it's coming, it's coming. Right here in Chicago, y'all. Right here in Chicago. Let's see what the court say about us. Plaintiff's objection that he is exempt from paying federal taxes. Let me pull it up some more for you so you can see it. Plaintiff's objection is that he is exempt from paying federal taxes because he is a Native American, or that paying federal taxes is voluntary, similar, fail. See Squire versus Kappelman, 351 U.S. versus U.S.1 and 6, 1956. Native American subject to federal income tax liability. United States versus Small. 7th Circuit right here in Chicago reject the argument that income tax payment is voluntary. They're rejecting your argument from honor that the income tax payment is voluntary. Let me go down some more. Give me 1 second, everybody. 1 second here. Simeon's my homie, and I don't think he'll be happy with this, but I gotta tell people because I gotta save y'all lives. Whatever it takes. Conclusion, the court adopts Judge Finnegan's report and recommendation for preliminary adoption. All right, let me go to another case. This is not explaining. Civil case terminated. Right here at the bottom, y'all. Civil case terminated. None of our arguments stand that Ali taught. Let me go to the nitty-gritty of this case. This case is important, though. I'm about to show you. This is the final order right here. Minute entry. The court adopts a full judge Finnegan report and recommendation. The plaintiff motion for injunction. Plaintiff motions are denied. The court also adopts in full judge Finnegan's report. Counts 1, 2, and 3 are dismissed with prejudice. Count 3 is dismissed for lack of jurisdiction and all other things. This got dismissed based on an argument taught by Ali. It's not the nitty-gritty though, y'all. I'm about to show y'all the nitty-gritty. 1 second here. Oh, let me show y'all this one. This is the order dismissing Ali's passport. Okay, he didn't win this. 7th day of July 2014, upon consideration of the plaintiff not having filed an amended motion to proceed in form of pauperous in compliance with the order dated June 10, 2014, it is ordered that this action is dismissed. Another dismissed case of Ali Muhammad. Still not winning in the courts. Lawmaster. I ask you, how you gonna teach law and you ain't winning no cases? Another case. We almost done. New Jersey. This matter been opened by pro se plaintiff Abdul Ali Muhammad as a speedy trial motion pursuant to the Treaty of Watertown that y'all keep using. And plaintiff, okay, Speedy Trial Act of 1979, 18 U.S.C. 3161. And plaintiff arguing that he is the chief executive minister of the International Society of Indigenous Sovereigns, Abenaki Aboriginal Nation of Moors, and plaintiff asserting that he requests a speedy trial because there's an inherent danger of our national property being forwarded unlawfully to a third party by auction or other means. And the court finding this matter is a civil action, not a criminal matter. The court further finding that the Sixth Amendment right to a speedy trial is only applicable to criminal matters. So he used the wrong law, Lawmaster. And the court finding that there is no right to a speedy trial in civil matters. So for y'all who think there is, the court's telling you no. It is, let me go to the nitty-gritty. It is on this 5th day of July 2007, ordered that plaintiff motion for a speedy trial is denied, and it's further ordered that the clerk of the court terminate this motion accordingly. He lost another one. He ain't winning no cases. Tell him, show you a case he's winning. Or anybody, any of his lawmasters. Another case. New Jersey. Let's see what the judge said in this one. It is ordered that the above caption action be and is hereby dismissed and without prejudice, without cause, and all pending motions are dismissed as moot. No meaning to them. Next case. I know it's a lot to go through, but we're almost done. It's a bunch of these. Let me see. Let me take y'all off mute. Any questions, thoughts, or comments so far? Questions, comments, thoughts, concerns so far? You're all off mute. Questions, comments, concerns so far?
Hello.
Hey, Sheila.
Yes, hello. Questions, comments, or concerns? You're off mute. Anybody?
Well, for the sake of order and our people, it seems like the lawmasters need a lot more work.
What lawmasters? I don't see no lawmasters. I don't see no mastery.
Well, whoever's having the most effective, whoever's having the most effective effect on these. Let me see, de facto courts. You need to be headed up as a lawmaster.
Tomorrow is better because I'm actually multitasking.
And I don't know who that is.
I just want
Whoever's having the most effective effect.
All right, second. Let me put it on mute and read this other case.
Okay, what time is good for you?
Ah, man, this is.
It's clear.
I know it's terrible. 1 second, y'all. Let's see this. Let's see what this says. 2014 case. Jabari Nazir Bey, who is the chief of Chicago, appointed by Ali Muhammad versus Oakton Community College. Defendant. Let's see what the judge orders. For the reasons stated below, the case 14 C-6655, defendant Oakton's motion to dismiss is granted. Because no amendment could cure the legal deficiencies in Bey's complaint, no further amendment will be permitted, and the dismissal of his complaint is with prejudice, which means he can't open it back again. In the other case, number 14-7171, defendant BSNF Railroad, motion to dismiss is granted as to the discrimination claims. Statement. In these unrelated but similar cases, the plaintiff brings claims of employment discrimination based on national origin and religion. According to the operative complaints, the plaintiff Jabari Bey and Simeon Washa Amin Ra, herein the court used the names by which the plaintiffs identify themselves, are of the nationality Aboriginal, Indigenous, Native American, Moor. The court and are non-citizen nationals of the United States. Both of them accused their employer, a former employer, discriminating against them by failing to officially record their citizenship as U.S. national and persisting in identifying them by their social security numbers and legal name despite their objections. The legal name part is important, you all. Bey further alleged that his termination, they fired him, was discriminatory. And Amin Ra asserts additional claims of retaliation and harassment. The defendants in both cases have moved to dismiss. The facts as alleged in the complaints are taken as true for purposes of whatever case. Let's go down some. I'm not even put their business out. Other interactions of the plaintiff's nationality used in their complaints and their supporting documents are that they are ministers of the International Indigenous Society, Choctaw or Choctaw Cherokee Tribe, one of We the People, an indigenous inhabited traveler, Aboriginal Native American. Let's go read the case a little bit. Bey worked for Oakton College as an officer, 2007 to 2014. In mid-2010, he notified Oakton of a correction of his name and national origin, Aboriginal, Indigenous, Moor, Native American, and further that it was against his Moorish Islamic religious beliefs to have and use a social security number or to participate in any way in social security program. Bey understood that Oakton College was going to comply with his request and alleges that Oakton did so far for a period of time. But in November of 2012, after 27, years later, Bey was told at a meeting that Oakton would revert to using his original name, I'm not going to say it on the record, as well as his original social security number. The next month, Bey provided them with a legal support for his position. And when Oakton did not yield, Bey filed a discrimination charge with the Illinois Department of Human Rights. Bey alleges discrimination caused him extreme stress, anxiety, blah, 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 what they're saying. I'm not going to put that right there. All right. Let's see here. Let's see. So he used the defense Ali taught him and told him to use. Let's see what happened. Then they go to Washa Amin's complaints, and then he uses Ali's stuff that he taught. Now they on the section B, national origin discrimination for both plaintiffs under 42 USCA 2000E. It is unlawful for an employer to discriminate against an employee, okay. Defendants contend the plaintiffs have not adequately alleged facts that could support a claim of national origin. So the paperwork Ali gave them, the judge said, defendants contend that the plaintiffs have not adequately alleged facts that could support a claim of national origin discrimination. The court agrees. To state such a claim, the plaintiff needs to do little more than identify some discrimination suffered, blah, blah, blah. As a threshold matter, the plaintiff, hold on, let me go right here. We're right here, y'all. As a threshold matter, the plaintiffs have failed to plausibly allege that Aboriginal, Indigenous, Native American, Moor, or any of the other variations the plaintiff used to describe their claimed national origin is a protected class under Title 6, I believe, or any applicable civil rights statute. Although claims of Native American ancestry clearly suffice as the predicate for a national origin discrimination claim, see Dawa Bin Dawa versus Salt River Project, Power District, the plaintiffs do not appear to allege that they are Native American origin, as the term is commonly understood. Although the plaintiffs incorporate the term Native American into their denomination of their putative nationality. Okay, let's go down some more. An origin. We're right here at number 6. The court is aware of no recognized nationality known as Aboriginal, Indigenous, Native American, Moor. Again, number 6 from the federal court order right here in Illinois and Chicago. The court is aware of no recognized nationality known as the Aboriginal, Indigenous, Native American, Moor. There are references in Amin Ra's supporting material of the Choctaw Indian Nation, but neither plaintiff alleges that he is ancestrally of the Choctaw Nation or any other Indian tribe recognized by the United States government. So they didn't state clearly that they were ancestrally of the Choctaw Nation. Rather, they appear to claim membership in the International Indigenous Society Tribal Council, purportedly a part of the government of the Aboriginal Republic of North America, an entity that Amin Ra claims has been formally recognized by the United States. Perhaps not surprisingly, the documents attached to Amin Ra's complaint in support of that facially fanciful claim appear to be inauthentic mashups cobbled together from other material. Again, perhaps not surprisingly, the documents from Ali Muhammad and the Sheikh Mexam part of this nation. I'm just gonna take a breath right now. Paperwork that you have, that most of you have. Surprisingly, the documents attached in support of the facially fanciful claim appears to be inauthentic mashups cobbled together from other material, meaning this was stolen from other material. Washita Nation, the Moors, sovereign citizens. Number 8, and we're going to get on to that. The plaintiff's national origin claims then appear not to be founded directly on claims of membership. Let me show you what we are. Directly on claims, the plaintiff's national origin claims then appear not to be founded directly on claims of membership or ancestry from any Native American and recognized Indian tribe. They say any Native and recognized Indian tribe, but rather on their alleged affiliation with a distinct tribal government that purportedly exists independently of any recognized Indian tribe. As such, it appears quite doubtful that their claim of Aboriginal, Indigenous, Native American, Moor national origin suffices as the predicate for claims of national origin discrimination. I'm almost finished, y'all. Further, apart from their idiosyncratic use of the term Native American, the plaintiffs provide no basis to infer that they merit protection on the basis of their national origin. The term national origin refers to the country where the person was born, or more broadly, the country from which his or her ancestors came. And the case of Espinoza versus Farrah. The Equal Employment Opportunity Commission defines national origin discrimination broadly as including but not limited to the denial of equal employment opportunity based on an individual's or his or her ancestors' place of origin, or because an individual has the physical, cultural, or linguistic characteristics of national origin groups. In these cases, neither plaintiff has alleged any country that is his place of origin. Let me go over this again. In these cases, 2 cases of 2 honor nationals appointed by approved by and trained by Abdul Ali Muhammad, which used to be Bay. He don't use Bay no more, but he have y'all use Bay and L. But he doesn't use them. I'm just throwing that in there. In my Kevin Hart voice, just throwing it in there. Just throwing it in there. There is no legal authority of which the court is aware, and the plaintiffs provide none, for national origin protection being given to a native-born individual who is neither Native American, understood to mean a member of a recognized American Indian tribe, nor of foreign ancestry. In filing his discrimination, Bay identified his national origins as Aboriginal, Indigenous, Moor. According to the department, I'm going to go right here, number 7, footnote. According to the Department of Interior's Bureau of Indian Affairs, there are presently 566 federally recognized American Indian and Alaska Native tribes. See the federal regulations 47868, volume 77, number 155. Friday, August 10th, 2012. Indian entities recognized and eligible to receive services from the Bureau of Indian Affairs. Neither the Aboriginal, Indigenous, Native American Moor Tribe, the International Indigenous Society, Aboriginal Tribal Council, nor the Aboriginal Republic of North America are among them. Neither the Aboriginal, Indigenous, Native American Moor Tribe, the International Indigenous Society, Aboriginal Tribal Council, nor the Aboriginal Republic of North America, ARNA, are among them. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Lawmasters. Not my guys from Chicago, they're my buddies. I'm making it clear to y'all, Simeon Washa Amin and Chief Jabari Bay are my comrades in arms. We studied together in the beginning. I was appointed on the council by Jabari Bay. I was trained by Ali Muhammad. Luckily, I went to the University of Illinois and learned some law. And I took some law classes with some of the free people who practice law. Now, this is the law on what they're looking for in the court. So when you go to court, you know what they're looking for. If Amin Ra goes forward with the claims that survive the motion to dismiss, the authenticity of documents he used to support those claims, which came from Ali Muhammad and Sheikh Mexon, will properly be the subject of discovery. Has alleged any facts suggesting that he has physical, cultural, or linguistic characteristics that identify him as being of a particular national origin, thus calling for the protection afforded by the anti-discrimination statuses. So they're saying their status, the case law of Salas versus Wisconsin Department of Corrections, 7th Circuit, which is my circuit. So when you go to federal court of Wisconsin, I do believe that you are in the circuit of Illinois. Explaining that appearance and accent are characteristics that could engender discrimination based on national origin. So they're looking for appearance and accent. Without a non-native country of origin or any characteristic physical, cultural, or linguistic distinctions, the self-professed U.S. nationals of the Aboriginal, Indigenous, Native American, Moor persuasion do not credibly allege a protected national origin. So I'm gonna stop and ask y'all a question for the members of ISIS Army. I'm gonna unmute you, ask you a question. Cause there's some serious stuff right here. Hey, members of ARNA, what is your national origin? United States? That's not what it says in the ARNA Constitution. What are you taught by Ali Muhammad is your national origin?
Where you were born, where your ancestors came from.
All right, so what do you all tell the courts, and what does he teach you to tell the courts that your national origin is?
And your forefathers were.
All right, so what's your national origin as a member of ARNA?
Choctaw, Cherokee. United States.
That's your national origin? All right, let's see what the judge says about this. Y'all ready? Y'all ready?
Yeah. Yeah.
Anybody want to read this, or you want me to read it?
I want
a sister who's gonna loud and clear to read this part, this one paragraph if they can. Any sister willing to? Sister Cynthia, you got your glasses on? Sister Shira, are you here? Matter of fact, you got a good clear voice. Sister Shira.
Here, I'm on my cell phone.
Hello?
Yes. Sister Cynthia, Sister Shira.
She's not here, brother.
Oh, all right. Sister Cynthia, I don't know if we can hear you well.
I'm not on the computer.
Oh, okay. Any other? Who else? Anybody? Any male want to read this? Male or female? Anybody want to read this paragraph?
Although the Seventh Circuit has not addressed the particular question of whether...
Sister, your phone's a little low.
I can read it. Brother Derek.
I apologize, sister. Your phone's just a little low. Brother Derek, yes, sir.
Although the Seventh Circuit Court has not been addressed to a particular question, whether the Aboriginal, Indigenous, Native Americans / Moors is a protected national.
Can you speak up, Brother Derek? A little bit, a little louder.
Okay. Let me see. Can you hear me better now?
Somewhat, yes, sir.
Yeah, my drawers.
Although the Seventh Circuit Court has not addressed the particular question of whether the Aboriginal, Indigenous, Native
Wait, let
Americans...
me read it, Brother Derek, because somebody has their background open and
Okay.
you can't hear. Let me read it real quick. All righty then. Although the Seventh Circuit has not addressed the particular question of whether Aboriginal, Indigenous, Native American Moor is a protected national origin under Title VI, and the Sixth Circuit has addressed the claims of individuals asserting comparable, obscure national origins, and the court finds their reasoning persuasive. Wilson versus Art Van Furniture. Grayson L. Bay was born in the United States and presented no credible proof that there is or ever was a country or ethnic group known as the Washita de Dugdamundia Empire. So for my Washita people, and for those who know Washita Nation, the courts are saying this. They've never seen a country or ethnic group known as the Washita de Dugdamundia Empire. And also see the case of L. Bay versus Bredesen, number 10, which is the year 2010-2217. Also a Tennessee case they have here, December 6, 2010, collecting cases rejecting assertions of citizenship in the Washita Amerindian National Government, Empire of Washita, or Nation of Washita. Relatedly, the Seventh Circuit and other courts of appeal courts, y'all, have looked skeptically at the claims of Washita Nation of Moors to be diverse from defendants based on any kind of foreign citizenship. Again, relatedly, the Seventh Circuit, Illinois, Wisconsin, and Indiana, relatedly, the Seventh Circuit and other courts of appeals have looked skeptically at the claims of Washita Nation of Moors to be diverse from defendants based on any kind of foreign citizenship, meaning they don't see them as foreign. Rejecting diversity allegations of plaintiff who was an indigenous American national of the Washita Nation of Moors, an entity that plaintiff claimed was entitled to international status, but located entirely within the borders of the United States. And noting that the Washita Nation is not recognized by the United States government. Allah L versus Avesta Homes, LLC, 11th Circuit, 2013. Allegations of status as sovereigns, Moorish nationals, and indigenous Aboriginal beings of Washita Indian descent inadequate to establish diversity citizenship in a court case. Oh, okay. The plaintiff national origin discrimination claims suffer from a second defect as well. Well, we ain't gonna go through that. Let's see how the courts look at us again. I'm gonna go right here. Number 9, the courts understand that both plaintiffs disavow membership in the Washita Nation or tribe of Aboriginal, Indigenous, Native Moors, but for the purposes of determining whether either is protected national origin within the meaning of Title VI, the purported distinction is immaterial. Those who claim to be Aboriginal, Indigenous, Native American Moors of any stripe fail to allege a national origin that may serve as the predicate for the Title VI claim. Materially adverse actions into those actions that affect. Let me see here. I'll go to religious discrimination. I'm gonna deal with honor right now. They have religious discrimination. Let me just talk about this for 1 second, because us in this region, we use our religious values for what we need. Under Title VI, a religious belief is one that is sincere. This is the test of law for those. So for those who use their religion, this is what they're looking for in the courts. This is what they want to know if you're really real about using your religious belief. Under Title VI, a religious belief is one that is sincere, meaningful, and occupies a place in the life of its possessor parallel to that filled by the Orthodox belief in God. So they're saying that the Orthodox belief in God is not enough in the courts. They need to know that you are sincere, meaningful, and that this religious claim occupies a place in your life. 7th Circuit, 1965, before we were even around, some of us. The case of Adeyeye versus Heartland Sweeteners. Adeyeye, that's a Nigerian name. Thus, a genuinely held belief that involves matters of the afterlife, spirituality, or the soul, among other possibilities, qualifies as religious under Title VI. So they want you to have a belief that has to do with the afterlife, number 1, spirituality, number 2, the soul, number 3, and that's among other possibilities for you to qualify as using your religious exemptions and religious beliefs. We do that, and we have proven that, and we are recognized by the IRS as proving that. We're recognized by the state of Illinois as have proven that. So our paperwork will have no argument about these things. So let me get to the bottom of this. So for the foregoing reasons, defendant Oaks' motion to dismiss is granted, and Bay's complaint is dismissed with prejudice, which means he can't open it back up. Defendant BSNF motion to dismiss is granted as to discrimination claims and as to the claims against defendant Rose, but denied to retaliation and harassment, which means they gave my brother Simeon the ability to still sue for the fact that they harassed him as a regular remedy at law. So they dismissed every remedy that was brought up and taught by Ali, Washington Nation, and anyone else who wants to claim these things that they claim that are unproven. And I dare them, I challenge them at this point to prove by cases and case law and order that they've won any cases. At this point, I, Chief Standing-ELK, Mikael Muhammad spiritually, challenge you to show and prove cases that you won, or stop sending our people to jail following something that you know you have not won, or getting them fired for their jobs or from their job, or kicked out of their homes. Stop it. This is why we're here. I'm not gonna do too many other cases for now. I think y'all are cased out. Let me take a consensus on that. Let me take a consensus. Members of honor and other visitors, FBI agents, CIA, whoever. Guards, goddesses. At this point, should I go over any more cases other than the one of investigation? Do you need any more proof?
No. No, you made yourself abundantly clear. Get to the point, please.
Does anybody want to see more cases? I got more cases. Y'all want to see some more cases?
Get to the point. Get to the point.
All righty. Get to the point. Anybody second into the point?
Second.
I second it.
All right. That's how you do me, y'all. That's how you do me.
I second.
All right. Let me go to the case at hand.
Third and fourth.
Wrap this up. Y'all been patient. I very much thank you, your ancestors, and your God for allowing this patience. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, let me get to the case at hand. Drum rolls, please. All right. Oh, how am I? All right. Where is my Pacer account? Where are you, Pacer? I can't see it. Right here, I think. Yep, Pacer. Let me shrink this. Oh, it's Title 7, not Title 6. My bad for not being able to read Roman numerals anymore. I'm not the greatest at the white man's language anymore because I'm studying African language. But thank you for correcting me and not being in math class anymore. Chief. I ain't gonna say your name, Chief. But thank you. What? Oh, okay. Let me go here and share the screen. Where's my share screen option? Let me go desktop. Let me go back to where I was at. Bam. I keep hitting that. Man. Share screen. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? There we go. Can anybody see this case number right here? In the case number.
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay, what's the case number there?
Okay. Oh.
Jersey born. Okay. Can you, anybody go ahead and read it? What's this case number?
216-00656.
All right. Now I'm in what's called Pacer. US, what does it say at the top right here? What is where I'm pointing to?
I'm gonna log in because
Whose website is this?
Government.
What does it say? Right here. Where I'm at.
U.S. government.
UScourts.gov, right? That's where I'm at. So we're gonna go down to here. Case number, put the case number 16. I'm gonna show you how to do this. Matter of fact, 16-0656. Find this case. You click this. Anybody read the top? How many cases are there that you see right here?
Two.
2 cases, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna click the one at the top because this is the case I put in for the people who sue Ali Muhammad for the money he's taking from them with proof. I'm gonna click that. I'm gonna go down and run query. Down. We gonna go down to docket report. Docket report gives you the full report on the document and what's happening. Run the report.
Yeah, I need a copy of that too, God.
All right, I got you. I got you.
I need to be added to that.
I got you, sister. Email me. Let me move this out your way so y'all can read this. Somebody read the top of who's suing who. What is the court called? United States District Court, Eastern District of Pennsylvania, Philadelphia, civil docket for case 16, civil 0656. Right?
Right.
What does this say here that we're pointing to?
We, the Aboriginal Peoples Grand Jury and Class Action Plebiscite of the Cherokee, Choctaw, Shiamaru Tribe and its International Indigenous Society versus Mohammed et al. Assigned to Honorable C. Darnell Jones II. Cause 28-1331 Fed question.
All right. Represented by, who does that say? Represented by? Who's represented by?
We, the Aboriginal people.
Okay, and who's representing them in this case?
You.
Well, no, read the name.
Chief Diaz
Diggy.
STANDING-ELK.
Which will be me. Now, versus the man formerly known as, what's his name?
Marcus Counts.
Marcus motherfucking Counts. Excuse my name, excuse my language, my elders, please. That's what I call him, Marcus motherfucking Counts. Now, I'm not even gonna go to that complaint. I'm gonna have to pay for that. Let me go to the other one. You know what? I'll show you the evidence later. Anybody want to see the evidence, or you want to do that on another call? They could take a while. So let me go back. Now, y'all seen that case, right? So you see that Chief STANDING-ELK put that case in, correct? Anybody?
Yep.
Yes.
All right, let's go back. Let's go back to the case again. Let's go back to query. We're going to ask about the same case again, right? We're going to go to the second case, right? Y'all seen that first case that I put in, right? Well, me and the people who I assume because they've been wrong, right? 0656, same case. Find this case. How many cases show up?
2.
But wait a minute, how many cases did I put in?
1.
I put in 1 case, right?
Yep.
So who is this other case?
You tell me.
Let's find out, y'all. Let's find out. Run query. Docket report. Run report. Give us a second. All righty here. Who's the defendant in this case?
Grand jury matter.
Whose matter?
Grand jury.
I wonder what grand jury they talking about. What grand jury could this be, y'all?
United States.
Oh, United States. So they got a matter number 1, huh?
Sir.
Highest offense level? None. Guess why they say it's none? They're not telling you because it's an investigation. Who's the plaintiff?
USA.
Who's representing them?
David J. Ignall, U.S. Attorney's Office.
What's his address?
15 Chestnut Street.
615 Chestnut. Y'all ever heard Chestnut Street before on any documents you have?
Yeah.
Yeah? What's that?
Attorney General.
That's Hollywood.
He hired a lawyer.
I'm talking about your documents. Have you heard of Chestnut Street on your documents? 2 something something Chestnut Street.
Yes, it's the headquarters.
Headquarters. Got a courthouse, right? Derek, you from Philly? Who's from Philly on the phone?
Right here.
I am. Derek.
How far is this from what the address of headquarters is on Chestnut Street? 600, 200 is how many blocks is that?
4.
4 blocks. 4 blocks away from this federal prosecutor's office is the office of your capital shake-up maximum. Now, what date was this filed? This investigation?
11/21/16.
On the Devil's Day, Halloween. The Devil's Day.
10/31/2016. Government notice of disclosure pursuant to rule. 10/31/2016. Order sealing and impounding the record. Why is this record sealed, everybody? What does the grand jury usually do when they open up a case?
They don't want nobody to see it.
Because it's a what?
Investigation.
It's an investigation. You now have proof that Honor is currently under investigation. Now, in this case, who do you think they're investigating? The plaintiff or the defendant?
The defendant.
Marcus County.
The plaintiff.
So tell your friends, your family, and other nationals that they are now what if they are with Ali Muhammad?
Being investigators.
You see it first here. Did I put this up here? Whose website is this? Not my website.
That's courts.
Let me go back. Let me press the back button, y'all, so y'all can see whose website this is. Go back. Back.
That's court.
Back.
U.S. Court.
Back. 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 What did that say? Whose website is this?
U.S. Court.
Thank you all very much. Now, for the grand question of the night, how do you all stop this investigation from infecting and affecting you?
Put the lawsuit in with you. Put me down.
Put me down for my 360.
Same here. I'm involved. Put me down.
So let me ask you another question. Whose side do you want to be on at this point?
My own side.
Righteous.
Who do you think the court is going to ask who's on what side?
Well, everybody's, if it's against the USA and all capitals, that's a corporation anyway. So,
hey, can I ask you a question, brother? Can that corporation lock you up and shoot your ass?
Brother, been there and done that already.
Will it hurt when they hit your side of your head?
Been there and done that already.
So is it fictitious or is it real when it hurts?
Peace, Michael.
I hear
Peace,
what you're saying,
Michael.
but the fact of you standing on your square is like they divest itself of its government when they come at us like that.
Yeah, okay. I think we got a lot of people still in their square. I remember a 12-year-old boy in Ohio playing with his gun like we used to play with our gun. He's still on his square just playing with his gun. What happened to him? His name is Tommy Rice.
They took him out.
I remember a grown man sat on loose squares in New York. I believe it was New York. Eric Gardner, he's still on his square. What happened to him?
They choked him out.
Choked out.
So, when these people come down, when they let that X down, does it hurt? Yes or no?
But you know what? The good thing about that is they didn't only make one axe though.
I hear you, brother.
I hear what you're saying, bro. But my thing is this: if we're all part of